Namaskar. I'm Kumar Rakesh and you are watching Global Governance News TV. Today we're going to discuss the 2 years of glorious new Jammu-Kashmir, how Jammu-Kashmir had changed, going to be changed in all manners with all spheres of life. And if you see the uh, data given by the government, how they are doing, so there are so many things uh, they have been doing in the 2 years of the governance. If you see the after 5th August 2019, and this is after 2 years. And before that, we congratulate our Neeraj Chopra for the win the gold medal in the javelin throw after a long time in Olympic. So congratulate from the all with our team and all our guests uh, to him. So cheers India, cheers Bharat. So now, in this way, just going to Jammu Kashmir, how the bifurcated to union territories and how Article 370 and 35A, uh, the root cause of changed the valley and hindered the economic and social development region. So how the government justified and justifying. So it, recently, the written answer to the Rajya Sabha, the Home Ministry recently said that compared to 2019, number of terrorist incidents have been reduced by 59% in 2020. The incident reduced by further 32% till June 2021 compared to the corresponding period in 20. And according to government data, 59 people have been killed in terror-related incidents. And since August 2019, when no civilian has died. This is all that I'm giving you the government data. Then I'll take with all of you the your inputs and comments. And political activities, Union Territory over last year, especially the release of the top leaders, the PDF Chief of Mufti and National Conference President Farooq Abdullah and his son Umar Abdullah. And they have been the place that the house were arrest after the revocation of Article 370. In October 2020, the political leaders came together for the Gupkar Islands, as you know, and all the party was there. And the Gupkar Islands contested District Development Council election in December 20 and emerged victorious in the Kashmir Valley. And BJP also just placed themselves how they are going. And but Narendra Modi also held a meeting with top leaders recently, as well as to discuss the way to how to go forward, and he said election could be possibly held under the delimitation exercise in Jammu Kashmir. Almost the mainstream parties have insisted that JK statehood must be restored before the delimitation exercise. Rehab of the Kashmiri Pandit, according to 1990 report, whatever reports are there. So I'm just on the government record. I'm saying, but somebody says that 3 lakhs Kashmiri Pandit migrant from Kashmiri, but according to government report, 44,167 Kashmiri migrant families had fled the valley since 1990 due to the security concern. Out of these, the count of the registered Hindu migrant family is 39,782. Now, whatever written reply in Rajya Sabha March 2021, government had said 3841 Kashmir migrant youths have been moved back to Kashmir in recent year and have taken jobs in various districts under the Prime Minister's rehab package. After going that industrial promotion, that is a very good fact that and all the inputs I'll take from with our panelists. The government has informed Rajya Sabha in March 2021 that a total number of 456 MOUs amounting to 23,152.17 crore INR has been signed with the political investors since the creation of UT of Jammu and Kashmir. It said all flagship schemes of the Modi government, including the individual beneficiaries centric schemes, are also being proactively implemented in the UT. The center has approved a new industrial development scheme for Jammu and Kashmir with the outlay of to 28,400 crore INR to boost industrial activity while nurturing existing industries as well. Moreover, the JK administration approved a business revival package of 1,352.99 crore INR in September 2020, and other domicile certificates is also the issue. JK cadre AGMQ mergers. So according to data, JK administration has said that till January this year, total of 33 lakhs 80,234 domicile certificate has been issued. And JK Cadre, just JK Cadre and Azimuth Cadre, AZMU2 merge. So the bureaucracy, the area of bureaucracy has widened. In the other move, the Jammu Kashmir Cadre for All India Services, IAS, IPS, and Indian Forest Service officers were merged with the existing cadre of the Arunachal Pradesh, Goa, Mizoram, Union Territory. And decision was taken to help tackle the all India service officers JK owing to the earlier UPA rule fixing the ratio of the direct recruit in civil services to promotees from JK state civil services and Kashmir administrative service at 50-50 instead of 67 33 formula followed in other states. So, as a result, any officer belonging to Azimuth cadre is now eligible to posted in UT of JK and UT of Ladakh, and the vice versa. These are all are just, I think, the picture I gave before you, and how we see. So, but I take the actual picture from the Sheikh Asik Sahab, as you are president of Jammu Kashmir Chamber of Commerce, and we have Anita Choudhary, senior journalist, and Achar Sandeep Tyagi ji, just political analyst from connected from the Toronto, Canada. So, Sheikh Saab, just to start from you, how do you analyze the whole situation last 2 years? How Jammu Kashmir is moving? Where is the problem? What is the practical problem? Where is the bureaucratic problem? Where is the political problem?
Uh,
Please.
Thank you, Kumar Rakesh Saab.
Ji.
Actually, to be very, factual on the ground, we see there is less movement and development going on. Actually, we faced the longest ever lockdown, which happened after August 2019. But then we went in the March to Union Home Minister, and we actually, conveyed all the things, how things can be revived, and complete comprehensive. We asked for a financial package for revival of businesses. Then, unfortunately, COVID happened. Not happened to J&K, it happened to the whole world. So happened to the India as well. So what I'm trying to convey is that there are a lot of things which actually were not implemented. They were announced. Even after announcement, implementation part was very slow. And in fact, revival package which was announced last year, in fact, I was very pivotal in getting this 1350 crores, because whole trade was asking. So we met honorable LG that time, and he tried to push it very fast. But implementation, as I see and follow those points which were announced, still lot of announcements are not implemented even after a year. So I feel there is some lapses are there, which are hindering the development and real development on the ground.
So you think there is a just lack of coordination and communication between the beneficiaries and from the government and from the concerned official. Am I right?
Exactly. See, when you are talking about the developmental part, there can be two aspects. One is political, and the second is economical. Economy wise, I can put myself in front of you and give the whole scenario in front of you. See, number one, when we talk about industrial development, we have always conveyed that present industry should be saved, because a lot of accounts have turned NPAs. So we want that first, who have already invested. Let us just stop for a while, because let us encourage the people who have already invested, and we must all appreciate those in spite of having lot of problems, but they are still struggling and surviving. And this is what we have conveyed to the union finance minister also, that the first priority should be given to the present industries, present businesses, be it exports, be it manufacturing, whatever, they should be supported at any costs, because they can be the people who can add the this unemployment is really, it is a real concern for all concerned people at the moment, because this joblessness, handicraft industry, I told you this was a major contributor, one of the major. It is engaging more than 3.5 lakh people here. It is on decline. Union Commerce Ministry 6 months before have officially conveyed that exports from J&K are in a declining trend, which means that manufacturer and exporters are jobless, means artisan and weaver is getting jobless. So just 3 days back, I met Commerce Secretary BVR Subramaniam in Delhi, and we conveyed our concerns. We want that special schemes should be put forth for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, so that we can have lot of avenues, because at the reality of the ground is that we are lying at the fag end of India. We need to have good support to do businesses.
Okay, so just what the reality just you are mentioning and already communicated to concerned authority either in Delhi and then Jammu Kashmir. So Anita
Ji.
ji, as a senior journalist, how do you analyze the situation? There is so many announcements by the Modi government for the Jammu Kashmir, and there is no scarcity of fund and paucity of fund. They are trying to do it, and the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha is also trying the best and whatever taking decisions. So, but according to Sheikh Hasik Saab, so whatever announced, that is not the reached accordingly to the concern. How do you analyze the situation, the lack of the communication and the bureaucratic hurdles? Unmute yourself, please. Anita ji, unmute yourself.
On some concern, I am agree with the Sheikh Sahab, but the fact is that as he has also said, we all know after 5th August 2019, the it was lockdown kind of
Pandemic.
situation in J&K. So many things has stopped because of in concern of the security. May the people they get anxious and they create some kind of and nuisance and the antisocial elements. They may take advantage on that times. It was the concern of that, but when the government has started about to start his work, on that time only the pandemic has knocked the door of India also, and that's why the progress speed is little bit slow. That I agree, but it doesn't mean that it has stopped and government is not doing anything. Government has already allocated 7,500 rupees for the development work of Jammu and Kashmir, and
CR,
and
7,005.
yes,
Yeah, yes, yes,
CR,
yeah,
and
yeah.
80 CR has already issued for शेख साहब. थोड़ा दिल रखने की बात है. We have to keep patience because the development work, the kind
Don't
of
worry, Sheikh have a
projection
lot of
government
patience.
has,
He have a lot of patience,
the
as
government
I know
has
him.
decided
Yeah.
to totally change the mindset and the situation of the Jammu and Kashmir. 4 decades we have went through from the terrorism and uh, and that kind of situation and the interruption of the after that Pakistan interruption and world interruption in our territory. But two aims has allocated for Jammu and Kashmir. Two IITs government has given to Jammu and Kashmir. Metro projection is there, and so many things you can't imagine. We are just wishing that काश हम भी कश्मीरी होते तो हमारे स्टेट का भी इतना डेवलपमेंट होता. तो we are feeling jealous of you guys. So please don't get disheartened.
But take in a positive note. Yeah. Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get disheartened. The thing will come. Yes, this is fact that the speed is slow because of the pandemic. Government don't want to take any kind of risk because if we will do we will move in a speedy form, maybe it creates some kind of problem for, and it can be the threat for the common people life, and so on. We have to control the terrorism also. So many things has done, so many things has to be do, and we will watch. And you can see whenever that there kind of some kind of relaxation government is giving in this lockdown. People are going to Jammu and Kashmir only. Four of my friend, they went for the vacation in Jammu and Kashmir. I can't imagine that in this pandemic that there is such kind of threat of life, but people are in curiosity that I have to go to see the changed Kashmir, and they are enjoying there. They are talking to me, there is such a wonderful place, yeah. I have enjoyed a lot. Such a great people Kashmiris are. So please, yes, you are very right that the progress is the on ground report. The thing is not like that, but the problem is this corona and COVID. When this will go, all Indians they will feel jealous of Kashmiris. Ki what kind of thing here? What is this? We are also the part of the India, and the
Okay, okay,
only
okay,
benefit the Kashmiris are getting. So
okay,
have patience, थोड़ा दिल रखिए, थोड़ा धीरज रखिए. चीजें बदल रही
okay.
हैं और भी बदलेंगी. Thank you.
Rakesh Tiwari ji just joined from the Toronto, Canada. Rakesh Tiwari ji, editor in chief of Hindi Times Media Group. I think you're looking so dull. Actually, you look tired. I think so. But in the name of Kashmir, you are just feel fresh now. So how do you
I
just
think
feel like?
so.
I think
How
you're
do I feel like
you're
what?
you know you are out of
Yeah,
frame
please
actually.
ask me the question. Please ask me the question.
Sir, just the already 2 years held after the new Kashmir. This is anniversary last 5th of August to 2021. So how do you think how Kashmir has been changed and going to be changed in the new with new definition, with new energy, with the new development?
Well, thank you so much, Kumar Rakesh and all the fellow panelists. Let me say, we should. Miss, I don't believe in chest, thumb chesting. Let's put it this way. But one thing for sure, this government, Modi government, has to be given credit. No doubt about it. That long-awaited 370, which was removed, and I will say that was amazing political maneuver done by the Modi government. Afterwards, recently, which everybody is noticing, that the current Lieutenant Governor General over there is Manu Sinha, who's over there. Somewhere he's doing his great job.
Lieutenant
Uh,
Governor, not general here. Sorry, sir.
Yes, sir. We are still using the lieutenant governor. Why we are using, I don't know. But Viprajyapal, let's
Yeah,
better
yeah,
use
that's
that
better.
word.
Yeah, that is right.
Rajyapal,
That should be the
Rajyapal,
Hindi.
Okay. Now coming back to this, let me say this: that is recent couple of days back, the news where he has opened up given the invitation to the film industry to come over there to do the shooting and will provide this help and that help. That's amazing because and it was mentioned when I read and heard the news where it was mentioned that before and some reference was given to Yash Chopra that all the shootings of are most of the shootings
Most of
of
the
Yash
film.
Chopra
Yeah.
used to happen in Kashmir, and now they afterwards, when the insurgency happened, and then they have to go to Switzerland and other places. So definitely, tourism is a great place for that for Kashmir over there. So far so good. Kashmir policy of Modi government are really appreciated. They are doing great job. More to be done. Definitely, but this is I would say out of 10. If I have to give, I'll give 7 to 8 numbers.
So nice. Good. So, Ajar Sandeep Tyagi ji, just the social scientist, just you are just watching the all the development. You are also historian. You know the all the history of Jammu Kashmir. How Jammu Kashmir is developing day by day, and how was not developed before. I think just last 2 years the development is the one footing level. So, how do you analyze the development in the Jammu Kashmir after the erosion of 370 and 35A?
I will say, by nature, Kashmir is already developed, but all interruption were created by politicians or other, you know, human beings or other countries. So it was possible because our government was very weak before, but now we got government who is standing its own feet, and it has to it has to be realized by public. And last 2 years, you know, Narendra Modi ji was able to do all this work because he have spent time in Kashmir. So the people who have questions, so many negative or positive or doubtful questions about Kashmir, uh, I think if they go and interact with Kashmir and Kashmiri culture, all questions will dissolve by itself. So I think interaction supposed to be continue, and because of the pandemic, yes, we have some limitations, but I think we are going in right direction. And whatever is the need of Kashmiri people, yes, I will not say Kashmiri people. I will say Kashmiri Bharatiya people. You know, they are Bharat, and we never say Kashmir as a separate part. Kashmir is the brain.
Integral.
Kashmir is the brain of India. If you see all Sanskrit scriptures written by those rishi munis who were living in the Kashmir, if you go ancient history of Kashmir, uh, you will find, you know, Kashyap Rishi Bhumi jo hai, uh, it's Kashmir. So Kashmir have interrupted by so many like invaders, I will say. And I think now it's time, it's new century starts, 21st century, and this is something very good for India, or not India, I will say Bharat, that we are going in right direction. But it's just a beginning. It is not, fulfilled our dream. It has to be done so much on social level, political level, or as a nation. Uh, Bharat has to be show his own self development, self dependency, because till now, or I will say 2014, we seems like as a country, like we are depending on someone other countries' resources. We are looking sometime to the US, sometime to Russia, sometime to Arabic countries. But now I think we got first time our Prime Minister who who gave the message of Atmanirbhar Bharat, and how Bharat can be Atmanirbhar if Kashmir is not uh, on top of us as a our head as a crown. So I think if you want to be sitting on your feet, your head has to be in right place. So I think now Kashmir as a head, it's coming on the right place, and it's a very amazing and good news for Bharat. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he, I don't know, like he have done how many good things, but the centuries we will remember always that someone there was Prime Minister who bring Kashmir back. But I will say we should not be too happy because we just bring little part. So we have to uh, bring with a loving and a peaceful way the whole, the dissected part or separate part back to our Akhand Bharat. And that's the whole idea. As I'm saying again, we believe Kranavanto Vishwamaryam. The whole universe has to live as a noble family. And when we are saying we have to bring Kashmir back to uh, India, or whatever part, we are not saying by violence. We are saying we should be cultivating our conscious level, our neighbors' conscious level, and they should be become part of our, as a nation, or and it's not impossible. It happens so many times. separation, divisions happen, and then countries come together as a one country, as a one nation. And I will say it's a universe, always we have changes happening in the sansar, or in the universe. So this change is very positive, very healthy change, not only for India, not only for Kashmir, but I think it's for whole world, for whole human history. It's a amazing change. And yes, we have to do so much hard work. We have to make sure the people, uh, they have everything, whatever they need, and whatever they supposed to have, they must have a. And there is no India without Kashmir, and there is no Kashmir without India. I believe that.
Okay, so
Thank you.
nice. Just Acharya Sandeep Tyagi ji mentioned. I think Sheikh Asik Sahab now, just Acharya Sandeep Tyagi said, Kashmir is our brain, Kashmir is our head, and I mean, sorry, Jammu Kashmir our head and brain. So without head and brain, we can't move. Will be no identity. So nicely
Right.
thing just he put on the point. So how just this is a, we can say the crown also. So as the so many good things are just sitting in the, and I am sitting in the Toronto, Canada. What is feeling just he shared on the just how the Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. So Sheikh Saab, with all the positive note, but the reality, how just you have been facing, but must have you have realized very good thing is initiated and going on. But there are some hurdles also. You like people as a leader of the chambers industry in the Jammu Kashmir, how can go ahead with the all
See,
efforts and with all inputs,
yeah, thank you.
please.
Actually, I appreciate all my friends, whatever they have their opinions, and I really appreciate whatever your viewpoints are. But
Yes.
being working from Srinagar, and I'm a Kashmir-based businessman, when you face such things, believe me, at times you get demoralized also. When you
Yeah.
have fixed expenditure, when we are simple businessmen, I'm telling you as business language. We have young entrepreneurs who just started their entrepreneurship, who just started from a small working capital. Honest to God, they have their capital is vanished, and you know how they are struggling. And these all pains and all this I have really conveyed to the all concerned. What my concern is, that our young boys and girls, instead of being a job creators, I don't want they should seek jobs in Delhi and Mumbai, because I know they can do wonders here. Even though the remote near the border also, we have identified industrial estates. We really appreciate that. Even the far-flung areas, there should be local industries. But what actually I mean to say, that the support to the business people, it should be there in real sense. This is very concerning matter, because we are facing it every day. We are getting feedback from the people. I spoke to a few days back to my Jammu colleagues, and really they want that we should join together and meet union ministers, so that we can put forth our demands. Our lot of accounts have turned sick, what you call non-performing assets. These people, they want to resume they want to resume their work, but due to certain circumstances, they are held up. So we need a solution for economic solutions for these businesses, for which we are inshallah trying our best to do. And we will definitely. And hello, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah. We are
Okay.
hearing you.
Yeah, thank you. So we are trying every from nook and corner. Last time we tried to meet Prime Minister, but due to this COVID, our meeting couldn't happen. But again, we will try, because demand is emerging that there are economic issues, financial issues, which needs to be sorted out. So with your help also, we want that every business should be run, not locked. This is our primary objective.
So nice. Just you have just you have mentioned the just to how to move. With the actually just the world has been facing with the pandemic and the every just a sector of life. was stopped. It's about to move now. So this is also
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
Anita ji,
See,
yeah, yeah,
see. Actually, my friends, my business partners, my business colleagues from rest of India, they understand lockdown after facing this COVID. But
yeah,
we had already faced August lockdown, which was spanning for 5 to 6 months. It
yeah.
it has really, last year. That's why 1,350 crore. But believe me,
My
if
God.
we can get it and manage from Union Finance Ministry, a central comprehensive package has to come, which can be served as a one-time opportunity all the businesses. And
Okay.
believe me, it can revolutionize business in J&K.
Okay. So nice. Yes, you are hopeful. That's a good news from the ground zero from the Jammu Kashmir. Anita ji, I think Sikh Sahib is very just pragmatic way and very illustrative way. He has just mentioned in the facts as well the problems from the implementation of the so many projects. So how do you think just government is also cooperating and the whatever Jammu Kashmir is already the part of development now. The each and every people from the all caste creed. So there is a analysis. So there's no issue. All are just on development. But what is the problem? One problem just means the bureaucratic problem, just everyone facing. But do you think any political problem also just for the uh, move the path of development?
Uh, Again, I will say, please, Sheikh Saab, don't get disheartened. The thing will come to you, and it will come in a abundant manner that you will feel that कि कहाँ रखूँ यार कहाँ कितने खर्च करूँ.
Hope is life. Yeah, you're
Anita ji,
really
So
we
saying
are
Sarva.
it
actually,
will.
will believe me, Anita ji, we
Yeah,
are really, we live with the hope. We are never hopeless. We live with the
Yes,
hope.
I know the two major industry of Jammu and Kashmir, that is the tourism and handicraft. It has collapsed
Right.
since decades because the tourists are not going because of the terrorism. Also, after that, the after two revocation of the 370, some kind of restriction has implemented by the government, and when it was about to uplift, the COVID has knocked our door. So everything has the motto was very good. The intention was nice that we had to do and create a new emerging Kashmir. But the nature is somehow not supporting. That's I agree. If we will talk about the political will, center is really interested to do lots of things in Kashmir. But yes, the local politician, they have also to come out from their prior shells, and the Gupkar gang and whatever the politics they are doing, it's good, but they should not do it on the cost of the common people of the Kashmir. They have to understand that Kashmir है तभी they मतलब if there is a Kashmir, then only they can do any kind of politics. So
okay.
first the Kashmir, there should be a happy Kashmir, there should be a joyful Kashmir, there should be a vibrant Kashmir, and each and every after the revocation of the 370, each and every person of the Kashmir, they should give their effort for new kind of emerging Kashmir. Apart from all grievances and grudges, I have data with me that I can read. The thing will come, and you will remember me, Sheikh Saab. And I don't have your number, but I will कहा Sheikh
I'll
साहब वो
give you
देखो
number.
मैं
Don't worry.
उनसे
Yeah.
पूछती. So uh, the data is saying that government has allocated money for two aims. They have allocated money for 7 medical colleges, 5 nursing colleges, 2 cancer organization. Jammu and Kashmir Metro project is
Yeah.
also in a speedy mode. And if we will talk about the other projects, there are the long awaited, the IT park has also cleared. Government has issued the budget for the IT park also, and Financial Express. I'm just giving the data of the Financial Express, and it is the government data they have put there as per the government they have given. And so many things are coming. And if we will do the pending the projects of so many are also have also cleared by the central government. New policies for the real estate has also formed. The delimitation policies is on working on their ground. And yes, some kind of action has also taken because of the corruption. Government, the main motto of the government is to stop corruption, so that the policies directly reach to the common people and they will get benefited. We all know that because of the political will, and earlier the kind of situation was there, the the corruption was also on a high mode. We can see the government has central government has already implemented. First time we were Kashmir went through the panchayat election and BDB election, and it was a good response
DDC
by
election
the
also. Yeah.
huh,
Yeah.
by from the Kashmiri peoples. So they are excited, but nature is somehow putting some kind of restrictions. We have to wait for some time. We when the second dose of percentage 80% of the people of this country will get their second dose in by coming February and March. And then the new Kashmir, we can see already my friends are going there. I am also waiting to
Yeah.
when the time will come, and I will go. I will again want to enjoy the Dal Lake. When I was covering defense, I was so many times I visited, but I visited there for the terror, for the coverage of the terrorism and intrusion. I just want to enjoy that
Yeah.
tulip garden also, the beauty of the Dal Lake also. I
Yeah.
want to enjoy that the snowfall
The
of.
land
Uh,
actually just more better than
I
Switzerland
want
and
to
other parts of
I
Europe.
want to
Yeah.
do my holy visit to the Amarnath Yatra also. So lots of things. My things are also in pipeline, Sheikh Saab. So we will together enjoy, and
Yeah.
we will
Yeah.
see the
Yeah.
new emerging Kashmir. Thank you.
Yeah. Rakesh Tiwari, just after the so many things are going down emerging Kashmir, but do you think some of the Gupkar alliance of the different political parties opposing the BJP theory, whatever they are doing, they are justified for the development of Jammu Kashmir as for the country?
Let me say one thing. Definitely, you have to say that they're in a position, and BJP has formed a government with the PDP as well. So now they all as you mentioned, the Gupkar alliance. They all are together, and in a way, I'll say for the future of Kashmir, they are needed as well. They are opposition. They are in opposition. Now they have been forced to look after. Before it was like maintaining the status quo. Means there was Delhi has one thing decided that at that time the central government previously, let's leave it, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch this. Now the surgical operation happened of Kashmir, and afterwards a lot of things, negativity, the stone pelters and terrorism activities have significantly went down. So, but at the same time, as I mentioned, this all the opposition, this Gupkar alliance you mentioned, they have something better to contribute as well. They have their own support too. So democracy works when there is the both parties are over there. When democracy is there, I means when there is a one side is who's in power, another side in opposition, then the media, free media, and all these things. A lot of I will say means only one part I'm not happy. I'm not talking about only Kashmir, everywhere else too. So announcement gets done that okay, this hospital will be built, that business will be built, and a lot of things, a lot of this announcements get created, but on the ground, nothing gets done, or very less get done. Okay,
No,
that
no,
should
no.
not happen.
Actually, Sheikh Saab is ground zero, Tiwari ji, and he has said most of the done, most have been
I said in
implemented.
general. I said in general about India, Bharat.
No,
I'm talking
no, no,
about just
no, no,
recently. I have heard the
no,
news.
no, Tiwari
Yeah,
ji, I'm talking about the Jammu Kashmir and how
yeah.
he says Sheikh Hassi Saab is the president of the Chamber of Commerce of JK. So
No, it's
the
okay.
big
It's
leader.
good.
He's a
It's
big
good.
leader on the front of the business. That's
It's
why
great.
he is sitting here
But
just to. I'm taking with the great note either the for the government against government. I'm not going that. What is fact is there? We have to discuss. We have to address also.
No,
So,
as I mentioned, as I
yeah,
have mentioned, that a lot of things. Put it this way. Let me say upfront one blunt fact. In 75 years, the so much announcement and so much inauguration of this, jitna
agreed,
kiya gaya hai
agreed.
puri, let me complete this.
Yeah,
All over India, okay, if just that would have happened in practical, we would have been living somewhere else. But no, what happened? That announcement comes afterwards. So this is a fact, reality. So when we are talking about Kashmir, Kashmir's youth now, where they are getting
Jammu and
integrated, they
Kashmir,
are
not
getting
only
jobs, they are
Kashmir.
getting business.
Yeah,
It's
It's
great.
yeah.
not Kashmir, Tiwari ji. It's Jammu and Kashmir. It's
Well, I
not
said Jammu.
Kashmir. It's Jammu and
No,
Kashmir.
actually,
Okay.
Anita ji,
And
Anita
and
ji,
first thing,
actually,
maybe we have so many grievances from our fathers, from our guardians, but we cannot eliminate that. Maybe the Kashmiris people have so many grievances, so many complaints to the
okay,
prior
okay.
government
Let
and
him
any
speak.
other leaders and the present government. I don't want to go in that, but they most of the Kashmiri people, they accept that they are the part of the India. They just want the things should become on ground. The
You have
things are
interrupted me.
going on, and
Anita ji, let me
it will
complete my
come.
point.
Again, I will say कि if you are मतलब you are sitting so far सात समंदर पार and saying
Anita ji,
something about
Well, you
Anita
are
ji,
so far too.
without seeing
Ani-
without visiting the ground,
Anita
zero
ji,
ground, and putting the ground report, just going through the paper as per your wish and giving all the situation. Yes, we all know that we are not a developed country. We have a huge population. We
Anita
are
ji,
no.
Anita
I
ji.
just want to clear that. Rakesh ji, please,
No, no,
two
let him
lines.
first clear, na. Let him first speak, then we will counter. Either you counter, let him speak, complete him.
Then he has
My
spoken.
request is, no, no,
Time is
no, no.
there is a limitation of time, na? So everyone has limited time. We can't sit
Okay.
whole
Kumar
Okay,
night
Rakesh,
only
who is
discussing
the
on
host
all
here?
these things.
No, no, I'll take Achar Sandeep ji. Sandeep ji, just I'm going to wind up now. We have only 2 minutes now. Achar Sandeep ji,
हाँ
how
जी
just analyze the situation of the development and the relation of development pertaining to Kashmir only, Jammu Kashmir. And very
uh,
brief, very
yes
brief, please.
our point is today we are celebrating especially Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh as we mentioned, huh?
Yeah,
And we s- we are, when we are mentioning Kashmir, it's supposed to be understood Ladakh and Jammu. If we are saying Jammu, it's supposed to be understood as a Kashmir and Ladakh. When we are saying Ladakh in new way from last 2 years,
New
when
Year,
we are
Jammu
talking
Kashmir
on
and
this
Ladakh is
topic,
separate now. Yeah.
yeah,
Before that, they all are united actually.
yes,
All the constituency
no,
wise and all. Yeah.
yeah, but when we are talking about this point, the change happened for all three province.
Yeah.
So when we are talking about same thing, but yes, when we are specializing particular location, it's because of our experience. Maybe someone have been there, someone living there. It's natural to be connected, but to develop, when we are talking about development of the Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh.
Yeah.
So we are not talking only one thing. We are talking today. We are celebrating today. A special day for Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh, and the
Yeah.
people who are living in Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh. They are, when they are representing, they are part of India, and that's why when we are saying Jammu, it means whole India included. When we are saying
Yeah.
Ladakh, on this point,
Yeah.
when we are
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
so we are
All
all
are the
together.
integral part of the country, the India, that is
Yes,
Bharat. So no dispute and no the debate on this.
yes.
But yeah, just you just express your view. The last take, Sheikh Hasik Sahab. On the contrary, what we have discussed now, just sum up. My two questions with you, very important. The corruption at local level, how it will be eliminated, very briefly, and why just some leaders in the Jammu Kashmir and just trying to always the intention of Pakistan. And Pakistan should think and we should talk. Why? These two questions. Look, how to just fight with the local level corruption. Now, what you have heard doing, and what is the why the Pak always just try to interrupt our development and our Jammu Kashmir.
Hey, Kumar Rakesh साहब देखिए, what I personally feel, this is my personal, though I am not authorized to talk
Please,
on politics, but
as a
it is
citizen,
my
as a citizen of
personal
Jammu
opinion.
Kashmir, as a citizen, you can say
Yeah,
no
yeah,
problem.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean to
Yeah,
say, these political parties should be treated as opposition, and they have their
yeah,
right to express their opinion. I mean to
yeah.
say, every government it has opposition, and one should not take them more than that. And they are up. Their job is to oppose, and if there is no opposition, there is no progress. I think this should be taken in a very, in a very positive way. If there is
Yeah.
no opposition, there all people will start appreciating
Okay.
this decision, then there will be
Okay.
an issues and there will be problems. And every political party try to put their own views. And I think they should be given space to speak up. And whatever is the
Well
reality,
said.
it will come.
Yeah. So right. Just I just placed your view and so and a democratic way. Thanks to Sheikh Asif Saab, you spare time on
Kumar Rakesh,
is
I was interrupted in between. I have to
uh,
have my last say on it,
sir,
please.
last I think you finished by only sir only 20
Yeah,
seconds. Can
okay.
you please?
So
I
yes,
request sir,
I will say
please,
you are the
please,
host. Okay, let me complete this. I
please,
will
sir.
say Kashmir. We are celebrating elimination of 370. It will not be complete until we have the other part of Kashmir together too. That's the goal should be, and by making the Kashmir, which is in Bharat, making it prosper, making it like a Switzerland or maybe better than Switzerland
So
with the
nice, so
business
nice.
wise, with everything. That way, that will lead the way. Thank
So
you.
nice, so nice, so nice, Tiwari ji. Just very soon you will see the many parts of Pakistan will be in India, that is Bharat. All the who person living in Pakistan wants the Bharat and part of the new Bharat, new India. That's okay. That is your wish. As a true Indian and NRI living in Canada, that's okay. So we appreciate it. So that's how you have mentioned Sheikh Hasik Saab, all the just we have discussed the 2 years of glorious new Jammu Kashmir. So many hurdles are there, and bureaucratic level also, some political level also. But as a as a every Bharatiya Indian will have to think, should think for development of a Jammu Kashmir, including Ladakh, as Sandeep Tyagi said, and you have mentioned, we all are the stuff about the crown of the country, and without crown, you can't just uh, up our head ahead before the world. So very soon, I think that progress is now on the right path, and all the JK people already are part of this development and movement of the new Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, and new Bharat, that is India. Thank you. So nice of you that you participate in this special program. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.